Okay, this is my Exped Ergo Hammock fly cover, or hammock cover, rain fly. That's my hammock over there that I was just doing some adjustments to and letting it air out, even though it's super dry. Anyhow, I just wanted to set this up and show you, if you don't have any trees, or if you just want to be on the ground, if it's cold weather situation, you can put this thing on the ground, stake it out. As long as all you have to have is 2 trekking poles, 1 for each side. And this seam right here is the seam that would go along the ridge line there of your hammock. So that's the seam. And then I just kind of staked out this end and this end, and I call them ends because they're not really corners. This thing has got an odd shape, but it's the way that the hammock is designed. That's the way it's shaped in order to give you the best protection. So anyhow, this is it right here. It is huge, absolutely huge setup. Now on the back side here, it can be staked out like the front, where it would come way out to here, but instead I've closed it with a stake. It's a little difficult to see. Let me get a different angle for you. It's got a little bit of a gap here, but you can just take some kind of a pinchy device thing or whatever to if you want complete protection. But the thing is, it's good to have that airflow in there. Anyhow, I've got that staked back, so that clearly identifies the rear of the tent. Got it staked down. There's more different stakeouts too if you want to kind of make it more widespread, but I'll be honest, this thing is absolutely huge inside. And I'm filming myself here, so I'll take you on the inside. These stakes are pretty low to the ground. I would want to say they're about 2.5 feet off the ground. Those can be raised up quite a bit higher, and the tent can be brought in if you want more headspace. Depends on the weather. If it's really windy, I mean, this thing is huge. I don't know if you can get a visual of this, but let's go ahead and go in here. All right. Okay, so I'm in the tent. And it's definitely, I can't sit up without hitting my head. So my head's definitely gonna hit. But if I just kind of lay back, my feet are about a foot from the pole, the entrance. And my head, you can't tell, but my head is a long ways from the back. So I want to say you could easily fit 2 people in this thing. I mean, I'm on one side right now, and if I'm laying down sleeping, I'm plenty comfortable, plenty of headspace. I can put my pack here, I can put my pack down on my feet, and I've got all this space over here. And that could easily put another person. You could put 3 people in this thing if you really wanted to. Fairly simple, sleeping anyways. 2, very, very comfortable with all your gear. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to raise the roof on this, because I do like to sit up in my tent. So I'm going to raise the roof and bring these ends in. Now that's going to raise them higher off the ground, so I feel like that's a lot of wasted space that you can't really use over there anyways. So I'm going to raise this up and see what we can get, and I'll be back. Okay, so what I did was I raised up just the front one, left the back one low, and realized, which is obvious, I guess I should have seen it, but once you raise that up, the length from this corner to the top, that's as high as it can get anyways under this certain situation here. So when I raised it up, yes, I had headroom under there now when I'm sitting down. However, the tarp is then off the ground, and it's off the ground about a foot right here. So there's always going to be a gap there if you do it this way, which is fine. It still keeps you out of the rain. You can still pull these things right here out or down. You're going to stay dry. I mean, rodents and little critters can get to you. Of course, they could probably get to you no matter what anyways. I was burning up inside there, but now the wind's blowing. Anyhow, so I know it looks flimsy right now just because I don't have those front things tied down. I like it. I think I like it lower to the ground personally. I like to have that complete closure. Even though I can't sit up, it's about 2.5 to 3 feet off the ground. And you know, all I do in my tent anyways is sleep. If it's pouring down rain all the time, I generally don't like to be out in the woods anyways. So yeah, I'm kind of mixed. Most of the time I hang, but if I ever have to go to the ground, I think I'm gonna go lower and be completely enclosed and get on my air mattress, which is also made by Exped, and sleep. I can cook, I can do all that kind of stuff laying down, so it's not a big issue. But I'm gonna fool around with this a little bit. I might try a few other options. It's a great tarp, it's just a little bit different shape, so it's, you know, but obviously there's a lot of different options and different things you can do. All in all, it's a pretty awesome little thing, so I should say big thing.